Hey everybody, Berber here. So, little update on episode 4 of the book, Berber's book club, is that episode 4 sucks. I'm playing around with this new software, so you guys gotta bear with me a little bit, but you can still listen to the book, have your own thoughts. Let me know if you feel you're codependent. You can message me on Facebook, Twitter. I've got both of them up there in the description. So enjoy. Number 5 will be better. All right. Thanks, guys.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Used. Find other people become impatient or angry with them for all the preceding characteristics. Low self-worth. Codependents tend to come from troubled, repressed, or dysfunctional families. Deny their family was troubled, repressed, or dysfunctional. Blame themselves for everything. Pick on themselves for everything, including the way they think, feel, look, act, and behave. Get angry, defensive, self-righteous, and indignant when others blame and criticize the codependents, something codependents regularly do to themselves. Reject compliments or praise. Get depressed from a lack of compliments and praise, stroke deprivation. Feel different from the rest of the world. Think they're not quite good enough. Feel guilty about spending money on themselves or doing unnecessary or fun things for themselves. Fear rejection. Take things personally. Have been victims of sexual, physical, or emotional abuse, neglect, abandonment, or alcoholism. Feel like victims. Tell themselves they can't do anything right. Be afraid of making mistakes. Wonder why they have a tough time making decisions. Expect themselves to do everything perfectly. Wonder why they can't get anything done to their satisfaction.
I just want to say that I fit almost every characteristic on this list. It's scary. I didn't realize how much of a codependent I was until she started naming off characteristics. Just saying. Let's do this.
Have a lot of shoulds. Feel a lot of guilt. Feel ashamed of who they are. Think their lives aren't worth living. Try to help other people live their lives instead. Get artificial feelings of self-worth from helping others. Get strong feelings of low self-worth, embarrassment, failure, etc. from other people's failures and problems. Wish good things would happen to them. Believe good things never will happen. Believe they don't deserve good things and happiness. Wish other people would like and love them. Believe other people couldn't possibly like and love them. Try to prove they're good enough for other people. Settle for being needed. Repression. Many codependents push their thoughts and feelings out of their awareness because of fear and guilt. Become afraid to let themselves be who they are. Appear rigid and controlled. Obsession. Codependents tend to feel terribly anxious about problems and people. Worry about the silliest things. Think and talk a lot about other people. Lose sleep over problems or other people's behavior. Worry. Never find answers. Check on people. Try to catch people in acts of misbehavior. Feel unable to quit talking, thinking, and worrying about other people or problems. Abandon their routine because they're so upset about somebody or something. Focus all their energy on other people and problems. Wonder why they never have any energy. Wonder why they can't get things done. Controlling. Many codependents have lived through events and with people that were out of control, causing the codependents sorrow and disappointment. Become afraid to let other people be who they are and allow events to happen naturally. Don't see or deal with their fear of loss of control. Think they know best how things should turn out and how people should behave. Try to control events and people through helplessness, guilt, coercion, threats, advice giving, manipulation, or domination. Eventually fail in their efforts or provoke people's anger. Get frustrated and angry. Feel controlled by events and people. Denial. Codependents tend to ignore problems or pretend they aren't happening. Pretend circumstances aren't as bad as they are. Tell themselves things will be better tomorrow. Stay busy so they don't have to think about things. Get confused. Get depressed or sick. Go to doctors and get tranquilizers. Become workaholics. Spend money compulsively. Overeat. Pretend those things aren't happening either. Watch
I have actually spent money frivolously. I've done all those feeling of fear of loss of control, trying to get people to do what I want through coercion. I mean, it's just hitting home so much. I wonder if it's hitting home with you. If you feel you have an issue with codependency, seek out a therapist's assistance. Please, don't try to go and fight this and figure it out on your own, because it's such a hard road and a long road that you can't do it without support, and you can't do it without help, professional help. So please, if you are noticing any of these issues or characteristics, please seek help. It's better to ask than not. Let's do this.
Problems get worse. Believe lies. Lie to themselves. Wonder why they feel like they're going crazy. Dependency. Many codependents don't feel happy, content, or peaceful with themselves. Look for happiness outside themselves. Latch onto whoever or whatever they think can provide happiness. Feel terribly threatened by the loss of anything or person they think provides their happiness. Didn't feel love and approval from their parents. Don't love themselves. Believe other people can't or don't love them.
And guys, I'm realizing my codependency may have caused me to lose my children. Caused the relationship to go south. But then again, there I am being codependent and blaming myself instead of blaming him. It was really both of us. He didn't have to put... Let's just stick with the topic at hand. Don't let me veer off. I'm going to try not to veer off. That's it, like that. Man, let's stay positive. Let's do this.
Desperately seek love and approval. Often seek love from people incapable of loving. Believe other people are never there for them. Equate love with pain. Feel they need people more than they want them.
Loving those who are unavailable. I'm addicted to that. Emotionally unavailable men are my forte. Let's do this.
Try to prove they're good enough to be loved. Don't take time to see if other people are good for them. Worry whether other people love or like them. Don't take time to figure out if they love or like other people. Center their lives around other people. Look to relationships to provide all their good feelings. Lose interest in their own lives when they love. Worry other people will leave them. Don't believe they can take care of themselves. Stay in relationships that don't work. Tolerate abuse to keep people loving them. Feel trapped in relationships. Leave bad relationships and form new ones that don't work either. Wonder if they will ever find love. Poor communication. Codependents frequently blame, threaten, coerce, beg, bribe, advise. Don't say what they mean. Don't mean what they say. Don't know what they mean. Don't take themselves seriously. Think other people don't take the codependents seriously. Take themselves too seriously. Ask for what they want and need indirectly. Sighing, for example. Find it difficult to get to the point. Aren't sure what the point is. Gauge their words carefully to achieve a desired effect. Try to say what they think will please people. Try to say what they think will provoke people. Try to say what they hope will make people do what they want them to do. Eliminate the word no from their vocabulary. Talk too much. Talk about other people. Avoid talking about themselves, their problems, feelings, and thoughts. Say everything is their fault. Say nothing is their fault. Believe their opinions don't matter. Wait to express their opinions until they know other people's opinions. Lie to protect and cover up for people they love. Lie to protect themselves. Have a difficult time asserting their rights. Have a difficult time expressing their emotions honestly, openly, and appropriately. Think most of what they have to say is unimportant. Begin to talk in cynical, self-degrading, or hostile ways. Apologize for bothering people. Weak boundaries. Codependents frequently say they won't tolerate certain behaviors from other people. Gradually increase their tolerance until they can tolerate and do things they said they never would. Let others hurt them. Keep letting people hurt them. Wonder why they hurt so badly. Complain, blame, and try to control while they continue to stand there. Finally get angry. Become totally intolerant. Lack of trust. Codependents don't trust themselves. Don't trust their feelings. Don't trust their decisions. Don't trust other people. Try to trust untrustworthy people. Think God has abandoned them. Lose faith and trust in God. Anger. Many codependents feel very scared, hurt, and angry. Live with people who are very scared, hurt, and angry. Are afraid of their own anger. Are frightened of other people's anger. Think people will go away if anger enters the picture. Think other people make them feel angry. Are afraid to make other people feel anger. Feel controlled by other people's anger.
That definitely is me all day. I'm so afraid that people will leave if they see me get angry. Because that's what's happened in the past. Let's do this.
Repress their angry feelings. Cry a lot, get depressed, overeat, get sick, do mean and nasty things to get even, act hostile, or have violent temper outbursts. Punish other people for making the codependents angry. Have been shamed for feeling angry. Place guilt and shame on themselves for feeling angry. Feel increasing amounts of anger, resentment, and bitterness. Feel safer with their anger than with hurt feelings. Wonder if they'll ever not be angry. Sex problems. Some codependents are caretakers in the bedroom. Have sex when they don't want to. Have sex when they'd rather be held, nurtured, and loved. Try to have sex when they're angry or hurt. Refuse to enjoy sex because they're so angry at their partner. Are afraid of losing control. Have a difficult time asking for what they need in bed. Withdraw emotionally from their partner. Feel sexual revulsion toward their partner. Don't talk about it. Force themselves to have sex anyway. Reduce sex to a technical act. Wonder why they don't enjoy sex. Lose interest in sex. Make up reasons to abstain. Wish their sex partner would die, go away, or sense the codependent's feelings. Have strong sexual fantasies about other people. Consider or have an extramarital affair. Miscellaneous. Codependents tend to be extremely responsible, be extremely irresponsible, become martyrs, sacrificing their happiness and that of others for causes that don't require sacrifice. Laugh when they feel like crying. Stay loyal to their compulsions and people even when it hurts. Be ashamed about family, personal, or relationship problems. Be confused about the nature of the problem. Cover up, lie, and protect the problem. Not seek help because they tell themselves the problem isn't bad enough, or they aren't important enough. Wonder why the problem doesn't go away. Progressive. In the later stages of codependency, codependents may feel lethargic, feel depressed, become withdrawn and isolated, experience a complete loss of daily routine and structure, abuse or neglect their children and other responsibilities.
I've been doing all of that lately, ever since I lost my children. I've kind of pulled back from a lot of people. Let's do this.
Feel hopeless. Begin to plan their escape from a relationship they feel trapped in. Think about suicide. Become violent. Become seriously emotionally, mentally, or physically ill. Experience an eating disorder, over or under eating. Become addicted to alcohol and other drugs. The preceding checklist is long, but not all-inclusive. Like other people, codependents do, feel, and think many things. There are not a certain number of traits that guarantees whether a person is or isn't codependent. Each person is different. Each person has his or her way of doing things. I'm just trying to paint a picture. The interpretation or decision is up to you. What's most important is that you first identify behaviors or areas that cause you problems, and then decide what you want to do. At the end of Chapter 3, I asked you to define codependency. As Ernie Larson says, if you defined your problem as living with an alcoholic, you may think not living with an alcoholic is the solution to your problem. That may be partially correct, but our real problems as codependents are our own characteristics, our codependent behaviors. Who's codependent? I am. An estimated 80 million people are chemically dependent or in a relationship with someone who is. They are probably codependent. People who love, care about, or work with troubled people may be codependent. People who care about people with eating disorders are probably codependent. In her book, Fat is a Family Affair, Judy Hollis wrote that one eating disorder person can keep 15 to 20 codependents busy. Many people with eating disorders are codependents too. In an informal survey, I discovered at least 40% of the wives of alcoholics were obese, Hollis wrote. You may be reading this book for yourself. You may be codependent. Or you may be reading this book to help someone else. If so, you probably are codependent. If concern has turned into obsession, if compassion has turned into caretaking, if you are taking care of other people and not taking care of yourself, you may be in trouble with codependency. Each person must decide for him or herself if codependency is a problem. Each person must decide for him or herself what needs to be changed and when that should happen. Codependency is many things. It is a dependency on people, on their moods, behaviors, sickness or well-being, and their love. It's a paradoxical dependency. Codependents appear to be dependent upon, but they are dependent. They look strong, but feel helpless. They appear controlling, but in reality are controlled themselves, sometimes by an illness such as alcoholism. These are the issues that dictate recovery. It's solving these problems that makes recovery fun. Many recoveries from problems that involve a person's mind, emotions, and spirit are long and grueling. Not so here. Except for normal human emotions we would be feeling anyway, and twinges of discomfort as we begin to behave differently, recovery from codependency is exciting. It's liberating. It lets us be who we are. It lets other people be who...
You know, that is very true, because the more I focus on me, the more I work on myself and get to love myself, the happier I am and the less I feel that I need to caretake for other people. It's just the issue of reminding myself I'm not responsible for a grown adult who is not my child, who is no blood relation to me. And I always still feel responsible and that I need to caretake and take care of every problem in their life. And you don't necessarily have to do that. If you find yourself doing that, please seek help. That means you are a codependent. So please seek help. If it's causing you issues in your life, sadness, depression, things like that, please seek help. But yes, I definitely know that there are areas, my jealousy, my fear of abandonment, my fear of being alone, I think will all be solved the more I fall in love with myself. So this is a journey to find me, get to know me, and fall in love with me. That concludes Book Club with Berber. Berber's Let's Do This channel. And I hope y'all have a great day. Berber out. Peace.